Gotta watch some of the E3 showcases. He'll be in and out. I forgot that that was happening today. But yeah, no, I totally understand, man. And enjoy, and I appreciate you you lurking and watching in the background. Let me know if anything cool comes up. I didn't even think about E3. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was officially announced. Yeah, I thought about you when I saw that. I guess it was just a teaser trailer technically, but it looked cool. And when I saw that, I was like, "Huh, I'm sure Matt will be interested in this, even if it's not exactly like previous Borderlands games." It's not a Borderlands game, but it has Borderlands elements. Looks like it'll be more like an RPG. Okay. Okay. Well, I like me a good RPG, so... Porygon, no. Bad. Bad. Kinda hoping there'll be a Legend of Zelda RPG at some point. I guess that totally depends on how strict your definition of RPG is. Because I'm sure there are people out there who would argue that many of the Zelda games that exist are RPGs, but I understand what you mean. That would be cool. I'd like that a lot. I was hoping, I guess myself, I was leaning more towards a Zelda that's purely, I don't know, I guess that kind of goes back to its roots to the original game, in the way that The Binding of Isaac exists. Of course, that's a spin-off of an RPG. It's not a true RPG. It's more like a dungeon crawler type game. But, I mean, I guess technically Zelda games fall under the RPG category and the dungeon crawler category, because you do. I mean, every Zelda has dungeons, temples, etc. that you have to clear through. Even though, again, it doesn't fall under the traditional formula or format for what most people think of when you'd say dungeon crawler, I guess. It would be interesting to have a Zelda with a traditional party system, period. Because pretty much every Zelda I can think of, it's you. I mean, you might have people help you in certain, cutscenes or big boss battles or whatever, but it's really just you, and then there's certain games where, like Majora's Mask, where you become the other characters, basically. But having a more of a traditional RPG style with Zelda and a party system, and that would be cool. Would you want to see it, Ragnarok, would you want to see it be like real-time RPG or turn-based, or Pre-Calamity Breath of the Wild would have made a pretty decent traditional RPG. I could see that. Yeah, especially with how much supposedly existed in that world before a lot of it was destroyed. They set up a lot of precursor stuff that I think could fit well. I'd agree with you. More like turn-based. Okay. Okay. I was just curious if you wanted turn-based or more like the some of the newer Final Fantasies where you activate stuff and there's that little meter while you're like running around and positioning yourself and doing that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, turn-based would be interesting. I also feel like it's easier to make a functional turn-based RPG as opposed to one that is keep wanting to say live action, but live action is not the term I'm intending to use. And real time is accurate, but not as specific as I'd like to be, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe the way that specifically the newer Final Fantasies do with their real-time implementation. Yeah, Final Fantasy X had a solid battle system. Agreed. They did a very good job of balancing things and keeping it interesting. Weird number of... Could have done without the crests and sigils. Yeah. Yeah, nothing is perfect. Unfortunately. But I do see your point. It's been a while since I've played 10. In fact, I don't think I even owned 10. I think I played my friend's copy of it and let me borrow it. Especially in later versions where you fight Dark Bahamut if you forget to pick up the Sun Crest. I always thought it was interesting how the game... That was weird. What just happened? That was very strange. I don't know what that was. Yeah, the game, Square Enix always does stuff like that, where they're like, oh, you didn't do this one very specific thing that we expect you to do, or expect you to try to do, or left hints at, and if you don't do it, you're gonna suffer. It's usually not to the extent that it's game breaking, but... or sequence damaging, but sometimes it happens. Yeah, sometimes I really question what... Not even so much what they're doing, but why. And they make a lot of... I mean, they make a lot of good choices. They made a lot of good games, but sometimes it's just like, why would you lay that kind of trap? There's nothing like getting stuck in a boss battle that you're not ready for. especially one where the boss has a very particular gimmick designed to punish you as is. Square Enix is quite good at... I didn't mean to go right back in. Very good at designing bosses with frustrating and or terrifying gimmicks. It's not always the case, but there's usually at least one or two per game where it's like, why did you do this? Some poor child is going to try to play this game and get to this point and just rip their controller in half. Anytime you'd like to show yourself. Would be great. No vulpix, not you. Not you. Okay. Come on now. Please. Porygon, find somebody else to bother, please. even see a Rattata spawn. Regular Porygon. Okay, nothing exciting. Can't hide forever, though. We will find you. You know, I'm curious to try something. Let me see if this helps. Probably doesn't, but... Hey, you guys see this vulpix? Go find another one of this vulpix. This is the one we're looking for. Doesn't seem like the other vulpixes actually care that there's a shiny one following me around, so there goes that idea. Normally I don't do this because I find it distracting to have one more Pokemon on the screen that isn't involved with what I need, especially if it's the shiny form that I'm hunting. So. But it was worth a try. Oh, I guess we could always check out the daycare area too, because Vulpix can spawn there. Maybe we'll do that. That was extremely laggy. What just happened? Ninetales spawned in. Alright. Let's go to Cerulean. Could it be anxious? Let me poke your eyes. Pet your eyeball. Okay. Oh, hey Kyle, how's it going? We ended up getting that shiny vulpix we were hunting for, which was awesome. Just want to do a quick flyby up here. See if there's anything interesting. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that Tentacruel can spawn there, since Tentacruel show up there. Good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I mean, we've had some good luck today between catching a shiny Pidgey and the shiny Vulpix already, so can't complain, man. I guess you were able to find some people that you could help with some of the mons they were missing. That's everything spawning up here. We'll let stuff spawn over here one more time, and then we'll search the daycare area where the rest of the Vulpix can spawn. Nothing of particular interest there, so we can keep going. Managed to give someone Melmetal. Nice, nice. Yeah, I guess as far as my Pokedex, Melmetal and Mew are the only ones that I'm officially missing, but like I said, the game doesn't care and it still counts the Pokedex as complete, so I'm not super worried about it. I have a Melmetal and a Mew in other games, but this game just didn't let me transfer them over for one reason or the other. Yeah, but that's very generous of you, because Melmetal is a real pain to get a hold of. Yeah, Melmetal is a real pain to get a hold of, and Mew, I mean, not only is it somewhat hard to get a Mew to begin with, but I was not going to pay $50 for the Pokeball controller to get one. No, so Mew, Meltan, and Meltmetal are not required to get Professor Oak's blessing, essentially, and have the Pokedex considered to be complete. You need Mewtwo, and then all of the rest of the Gen 1 Pokemon, but you can still have it complete without... the game still considers it complete, even though the pages for it exist and are blank in the dex. I mean, technically it's not complete because the pages are still empty, but the game gives you the certificate, and you get the shiny charm without them. Oops, Charizard, no. Bad. Go away. Oh, I guess I can also check out that one other Magikarp spot up here this way. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use it to shiny hunt, because the spawns in the water in general here are relatively low, and you don't have a lot of room to maneuver around. Like, actually, let me go to the dex here, I can show you. So yeah, I have 151 obtained and seen, but I don't have Mew in there, and the reason I have 151 is because I do have Meltan. So, but when you talk to Oak, he thanks you for completing the research, and you get that little certificate, and then I've also got the shiny charm by talking to that one dude in, is it Celadon or Saffron, one of the game developers or whatever. So I was surprised that it worked that way. I really thought at very least you'd have to get Mew and maybe not Meltan and Meltmetal, but it's luckily enough they were willing to have it count as completion without the $50 paywall and or moving a Mew from Pokemon Go if you manage to get one there, which I don't imagine that's super easy to get there either. But maybe they had special events where they did that. I didn't do a whole lot of Pokemon Go, so... Can get Tentacool to spawn anywhere, all the time apparently. Drop down to the water. There's a Magikarp. Hi, Magikarp. I'll be coming for you next time. You just wait. Get all your golden friends ready. Although I don't think I'll be doing it in this route, because this route just kind of sucks for this particular... any of the water spawns, really. It's also sad that you find Dratini here, despite not having great spawns for... great room for things to spawn, anyway. Just curious to see if I'm lucky enough that something random will show up. Lots of Fearow. Lots and lots of Fearow. Goodness. Chansey disappeared, the Fearow disappeared, but no new spawns game? Oh, never mind, there's a Spearow. Alright, nothing exciting here. We'll take a quick peek in the power plant and then we'll go continue on our little stroll. Okay, we peaked. Obligation met. Next we'll try the rock tunnel. Kind of surprised that we squeaked past Onyx there. Really thought we were gonna have a forced encounter. It's one of the rooms I like to hunt in this cave, is that one right there down that ladder. And then there's another spot a little further in here. Let's Charmander demanded to say hello. To be honest, I'm surprised I haven't run into any trainers that I never battled from before. Surprised that I was thorough about it and was like, yeah, I'll just fight everybody. Onyx. Yeah, this is the other area right here. If you go back and forth between this ladder, you can get a decent number of spawns going, and that's where I caught my shiny Zubat, was in this cave in that area. But nothing interesting coming through here. Is it this way? No, this is a dead end. Good shop. The guy that gives you free Pokeballs. Which I really need to utilize those more, instead of just buying them at the shop. Alright, we didn't find anything interesting in the cave, but that's okay. Here we are outside of Lavender again. I didn't want to go right into him, but mistakes were made. Definitely not going the way that I need to be going, but sometimes you just get sick of looking at the same route when you're hunting in one spot for forever, so... Oh, Kyle, and I meant to ask you earlier. As far as you starting a new file, or are you resetting your file? Is there a reason that you're doing that as opposed to just making a new profile in the Switch and playing the game under that profile? Okay, there are a lot of Gyarados here, and it's kind of aggressive. I wonder how efficient this... Hi, Gyarados. How efficient this loading zone is for resetting the spawns out here. Because it's not like I transitioned straight into surfing, so let's see. You want to do a shiny only run? Okay. I've done one, and it was pretty fun. But instead of deleting my old file, I just made a new profile in the Switch and played the game under that one. Because I figured, worst comes to worst, if I wanted to do stuff online with that other profile, I wouldn't need Nintendo Switch Online, because I could just transfer them from one file to the other and then play online using the old file that I had from the Pokemon from the Shiny Only run. But however you want to do it's fine. When I did my Shiny Only run, I made it so I had to catch a Shiny before every gym up until the 6th, because then I'd have a full team of 6. So it took me, I'm pretty sure I caught 306 Bellsprout in a row before Shiny finally spawned in Viridian Forest. And then I caught... Let's see, I'm trying to remember my full team. Okay, I remember. So I had the Shiny Bellsprout that I caught. I caught a Shiny Geodude in Mount Moon on the way to Misty. I was able to get a Shiny Ekans outside of Cerulean after, before I went to fight Lieutenant Surge. I forget... Who did I get before Celadon? Ooh, that's right, I got the Shiny Charmander before Celadon. And then I did Shiny Nido... I got a Shiny Nidorina. That became a Shiny Nidoqueen, and I found a random Shiny Tangela right outside of Palatown when I was on my way to Cinnabar Island. And that was the full team there. Shiny only runs are fun, but they are a time investment. Yeah, the reason I kept going, I just kept going so I could get Bellsprout candy. That way I could soup up the Bellsprout as high as it could go. But yeah, you're right. After 31, technically your odds don't increase of a shiny showing up. I was just doing it for the candy and the fact that I could sell all of that. Pokeballs are cheap to get, and as long as you sell the candy that you get for the individual stats, not the Bellsprout candy, you can make enough money that you can keep getting more and more Pokeballs. And lures, which is super helpful when you're shiny hunting early in the game, and there's very limited money resources. Yeah, I do a lot of selling the candy that I get, except for the Pokemon species candy. So I don't have to do as many Elite Four runs to build up the cash that I need. Lapras, please. We're getting a nice number of Magikarp to spawn in here now, even though it's a Vulpix chain that we have. Leave me alone, Lapras. And Magikarp. Does anything spawn in this first room? It should. Something should spawn. I understand if this room had a limited number. Yeah, there we go. See, there's a Squirtle. Do you have shinies in mind that you're going for your shiny only run, or are you just going to catch whatever shows up? In my shiny only run, I only had 3 Pokemon in mind that I knew I wanted to get: the Bellsprout, the Charmander, and the Ekans. And the Geodude, Nidorina, and Tangela were all random ones by accident. And I was like, okay, well this fits with the type balancing of the team, so why not? Although in the end I did have multiple poison types and multiple ground types. But that's okay. I like poison and ground types anyway, so... Alright, none of the spawns here are shiny, so let's reset them. Lapras, please. So quick. One shiny from each route. Oof. I mean, that's quite a challenge. You're gonna have a lot on your hands, but that's awesome. Do you worry though that you're gonna end up with a lot of duplicates? Like, I don't know, Pidgey, for example. I've caught so many shiny Pidgey just because you can find them all over the place. Do you have any species rule in mind, I guess, where you're like, oh, if I encounter another shiny but it's the same type, I'll have to keep going for a different one? I'm not suggesting you impose that rule, by the way, because I'm one of those people where even if I have a full chain going of a certain species, I will still catch a shiny, not another random shiny that shows up, because, I don't know, I don't want, you never know how long it's going to take for you to run into a shiny, so I'm always, I'm all about grabbing one when it shows up, regardless of whether or not it's the one I'm aiming for. Wow. Oh boy. Let's do this. Can I get the other... I guess I can't get the other one to sign in? Is it too late? Jeez. I normally try to catch them in a Premier Ball, but Ultra Ball is going to be my best chance here, so I really just don't want him to get away more than anything else. Shiny Lapras is sick. Can I get this other controller to sign in? No? Alright. Lapras, don't do this. Game. That's incredible. No, I don't want to give up. Don't do this. What? Game. Game. This is incredible. I'm so bad at this. Yes. Yes. We got him. It's not in the Premier Ball, but I don't care. Shiny Lapras. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, well, 3 shinies today. Pidgey, Vulpix, Lapras. I mean, before literally anything else happens, we're gonna save. Because, wow. Lapras was one of those ones where I was like, it's a cool shiny, but I don't think I'm gonna go for it because chaining it's gonna be a pain. But that worked out so nicely. Let's take a look at this. We're averaging 1 shiny per hour so far this stream. Which is not bad. Not bad. We're gonna favorite it. Well done. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I was worried there that we were definitely going to lose this Lapras with how much it was resisting and how often I was just throwing the ball in a random direction. But, no, I wanted to click Judge. Okay, we got 2 very good stats, despite it not being chained. And then a good and 3 okays. That's awesome. I mean, having very good attack isn't useful on Lapras, but I don't plan on doing anything competitive in Let's Go, so... But that's great. And now, technically, I can move this Lapras over into Sword and Shield and make him drink the... whatever that soup is, to give him the shiny Gigantamax form, if I wanted to. Sick. Alright, well now we can get rid of the other Vulpixes. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right, Matt? Shiny Lapras? What? It wasn't chained, it just popped out of the water. What a day. This has been an amazing shiny hunting day. No. Stop trying to send things to Professor Oak. 3 shinies in 3 hours. Yeah, exactly. One per hour so far. That's quite a go. Jeez. Hey, Zeusy S, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey, Sayeb, how you doing? You just realized what your trainer name is. Yeah, I typically see how much I can test the how much I can test the in-game sensor. So I'll do that with my name and with the rival name and stuff like that. But yeah, hey Sayeb, how you doing? And thank you, Sue, again for the follow. I appreciate the support. Welcome aboard, and I hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. But yeah, we were able to get Pidgey, Vulpix, and Lapras today, which is incredible. Now that the chain is broken, though, I don't know what to do. Because... No, I guess I gotta stick to what I said I was gonna do, and when we get, next time, when we continue shiny hunting, we're gonna go after Magikarp, but at this point I'm gonna pull a stop on the shiny hunting for now. Maybe we'll switch over and play Smash Brothers for a little bit. But an absolutely awesome day as far as shiny hunting goes. You found a picture of your old shiny Mewtwo. Nice. Did you put it in the Discord? I think I saw it in the Discord. Maybe I'm losing my mind. That's also possible. And by the way, anybody interested, I do have a Discord server that it's still very bare bones and minimal so far, but I do post stream updates on there. We have a section for any shinies that you find. You can post pictures or video on there of them. Let me get the new link, but anyone is welcome to join up. And like I said, there's a section for shiny hunting. I'm planning on adding more things to it, so if you have suggestions for it, let me know. And I've also got a Twitter that I do the same thing with, posts video game clips of when I'm not streaming and I'm just playing a game, as well as stream updates and highlights and things like that. So there is that, and let me get the Discord as well, because the old command that I have for it has an outdated link. There we go. And there is the link to the Discord. And I believe I saw what you posted, Syed. Let me double check. Yeah, there he is. Beautiful, beautiful. The green color looks so cool on Mewtwo. All right, there we go. But yeah, what we're gonna do here, I think I saved already, but I'm gonna do it again just to be sure, because man, 3 shinies in 3 hours. And of course one of them was a Pidgey, because the game can't help but give me another Pidgey shiny, but Vulpix and Lapras in the same day is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So we will retire on the shiny hunting with that amazing record, and we will switch over and do a little Smash Brothers. Let me back out to here while I get things switched over. And yeah, the green screen's having some serious trouble today. Is that better? Not really. Let me... Okay, I'll just be 1 second while I switch this over and sign in a different controller, because I do not want to use the Joy-Cons for this. There we go. And then... Great, now I've trapped myself back in the game, because for some reason they decided with Let's Go that you could only use Joy-Cons, which is ridiculous. Come on, controller. Connect. There we go. Alright, so we'll go back to Smash. Let's see, what should we take care of in Smash today? I guess I could go for Ganon for a little bit. And we'll see what happens. Not really. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle. I missed the message from earlier. Not really. I'll usually chain Pidgey, because if a shiny one does appear, the combo continues. Yeah, Pidgey's definitely a good one to chain for that. Although, to be honest, I think I've only ever gotten one out of a chain, and then all the rest were completely random spawns. We'll go quick play. I guess if we do Ganon and we succeed, he should end up in Elite Smash by the end of today if we're able to get enough victories. Our last couple of pushes for Elite Smash with Ganon have been pretty good, so... Isabelle, yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Stop. Ooh, this has got some latency issues. Beyond the typical online latency. Okay. Problem is, this Isabelle has more potential to abuse the latency with all the projectiles in range. Even if I were to be winning this match right now, I still wouldn't rematch after this, because the latency is so bad. It's not the worst I've had to deal with, for sure, but it's bad enough that I wouldn't rematch willingly. Did I double jump there? Really? Thanks, game. Okay, well, we've come back somewhat. I can't believe that worked. What? Where did that air dodge come from? Okay. I mean, I know I flew off there far to go for the forward air, but I don't know where that air dodge came from. Yeah. No, not rematch. What is... It better let me out. Thank you. Okay, let's try again. They were a decent Isabelle. It's not like it wouldn't have been a close match one way or the other, but... That was way more than 12 frames behind what the inputs were. Not excited about this inherently. Let's see if this works. What? Where did that other upbeat come from? Who authorized that? That's what I want to know. Okay. Gotta love the platforms and how many characters are able to do such quick little traps on them. There's a little bit of lag in this one, but it's definitely better than the last one. That really shouldn't have worked. Okay, is it my turn yet? Okay. Okay. Well, did that one to himself. Hey Jazz, buddy, how you doing? I don't know if you got to see any of the shiny hunt, but I had some crazy luck today. Crazy luck. We're still working on the vulpix, and first thing that showed up was a shiny Pidgey before we started before we finished chaining for the vulpix. So we caught that, and then our shiny vulpix finally decided to show up when we got him. And after that, I started scoping out a location to do the Magikarp hunt, which is what we're gonna do next time. And during scoping that out, we ran into a shiny Lapras, and I caught that. So it was quite a day. Unfortunately, the Lapras we weren't able to catch in a Premier Ball. It was an Ultra Ball, but I'm not complaining, because that one was going to be a real difficult one to chain for if I ever went for it. So it was a great day. We averaged one shiny per hour for that, so absolutely no complaints for me. Ooh. Got him. It's mad luck. It's definitely mad luck, for sure. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's... I was floating after we found that Lapras at the end. Like, the Vulpix made me extremely happy, and I would have been satisfied with only that. But, man, what a day. And GG on the match. Thank you. Yeah, it's feels good to get some meteors off now and then. Sometimes you gotta go for the hype meteor. Oh, the how do you set the emote show up on the screen? So that's the emote overlay. It's actually part of Streamlabs, although I don't use Streamlabs to stream. I use that was a very bad thing for me to get back on stage to. It's not complicated at all, actually. It's pretty simple. It's just as easy as having the alerts show up for when somebody follows or subs or whatever. It's just that as easy as that, and it's actually another. It's a browser input, just like the one that gets used on Streamlabs for the alerts. So I'd be happy to show you. It's really, really not hard. I'm sure you'd be able to figure it out faster than I did, honestly. It's all in that same widgets tab or category on there when you access it online, or however you access it. You might do it through the application on your computer itself. I I don't know if that's true, or at least it doesn't feel like it. I mean, I am ahead in stock, but... Oh, he would have definitely had me there if he had landed that. Oh, he dodged it with a down air. I'm still alive. Oh my god. Oh, he's got his wing now. It's over. Oh, he missed. Shockwave missed. I thought I was gonna leap there? Yes, he dodged. No way, let's go. Ooh, if I had charged it just a little longer. He got me, there it is. Oopsie. That's not what we want to see. That was a good combo. Ah, he got me with the backhand of it. Yeah, this guy's playing very precise now. Yeah, I'm sure he's pissed. He's playing like it. It still got me on the backside of it. This guy is trying to ledge trap me forever. Oh, I did it way too early. Yeah, he's gonna finish me. Damn, what a match. I was going in the beginning, but what was I gonna say? Like I said, it did not feel like I was going in. You were scared. Yeah, that's the one thing about... Really, it's not even about Sephiroth so much that it is about Ganon, is if I had a single projectile, just one, it'd make all the difference in the world. And oh no, not a Sheik. Not a Sheik. Is this guy playing? Okay, it doesn't seem like it. Some of those Sheiks will just stand there and wait because they intend to bait you to come in, so I was not sure. Although, this guy might as well have not been playing, because this doesn't seem to be going out that strongly for him. There we go, now he's getting some Sheik combos in there. That was a weird trade. That shockwave does not ever seem to last as long as I think it's going to. You hate what they did to Sheik in Ultimate. Sheik was your main in Melee. I think I like Sheik better in this game than in 4, but compared to Melee Sheik, I mean, I don't think any iterations of Sheik compared to what she had in Melee. That was rough. I mean, I'll rematch, but I don't think Sheik's going to. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I mean, Sheik's best scenario is a 1v1 situation, but you're right. You can land, like, you could do a 12-hit combo and do only 20 damage or 30 damage, and then you get, like, someone like Ganondorf, I can hit you 3 times from the middle, and by the, by the 3rd hit in the middle of the stage, it can kill you, depending on how I hit you. So it's... Granted, all of my moves in general are slower, but that's not saying much. See, I did my down B for 20%, and all those hits she got on me only did 26. So... a little surprised that didn't connect, but... Did I just double parry and still not be able to do anything out of that? This guy's really, really aggressive about ledge guarding. So I might have to, play this a little differently. He did jump, he just did it late. I had the read, but not the right timing. There we go. He was gonna try and jump behind me. Okay. Tried to get side B out a couple times, but move is just too slow. That's right, keep jumping behind me. I'm gonna keep using my down smash. I thought the air dodge would last longer so that I could follow up with something. Can't believe you just got out of that by doing another attack. That kills so early, I love it. Yeah, I can do spammy aerials too. Maybe come in after me. Goodbye. Honestly, they're a decent Sheik. They're a better Sheik than I am, and at Sheik anyway. Although I will say she didn't use... I feel like I utilized my side B a lot as Sheik, and they didn't use it at all. Like, they could have ledge trapped the hell out of me with their side B during that match. And they would have been safe doing it, because they could have stayed on the stage. And maybe side B just isn't considered good, so people don't use it, but I like it and use it. Although I did just admit I'm not a good Sheik, so maybe that's why. Ooh, he got that air dodge off just in time. Again, I knew what he was going to do, and I missed time to the attack. Pivot grab. Shield does not protect you from command grabs. I should not have dodged like that. Now I'm dead. Oh, never mind. There we go. Well, okay. We take those. Had that landed, it would have been pretty bad for me. not been able to land that shockwave at all today. Everyone's so determined to gimp me down there. But you have to land your moves. It would have worked if he'd hit me, but... Where am I at? 8.5? 8.5, okay. So in theory, with as few as 3 more wins in a row, I could end up in Elite Smash. I don't think it's going to take 3 matches. I think it would probably take more like 4 or 5 wins. But it's possible, I suppose. But the likelihood of me getting that many wins in a row is also pretty slim, so... Especially because now we are getting quite up here in the ranks. Ugh, why?
3, 2, 1.
At least there are no platforms. Did I really not get the command grab off? Of course that still hit behind. I hate fighting this character so much. Of course, I hit you perfectly, and you just get the gimmick where you're free. I felt like that should have landed the kick, but she can get out of it so quick. There's no repercussions for missing. It's fine, landed. Pyra's the one I just need to quickly execute, or she's definitely going to kill me. There we go. Okay, we got a little bit of an advantage back. Let's see how long we can keep it. Against Pyra, probably not super long. Okay, that was definitely an instance where the shockwave should have landed. She dodged through it. Okay. That almost killed me. That move is so strong. Please don't. Ledge Trap City over here. See ya. Oh. If she had just done an aerial there, I would have lost. That's all she needed. That was so close. It's always stressful fighting Pyra and Mithra. And I wouldn't willingly take that rematch ever. Ever. Oh, man. Alright. Getting awful close. 8.6. Okay. Dang, I didn't get the back air off. This is gonna suck. Please. I can't believe that that stupid propeller could knock me back so far at such low percent. Stop. Mr. Meteor over here. Relax. Stay away from me. K. Rool's another one where it's just always a stressful fight. It's got so many projectiles and armor and other protection on his up B. All this stuff that I don't want to deal with as Ganon or anybody, frankly, but... Okay. He didn't even finish getting the animation to that point, but okay. This time I was prepared for you, though. He did something where he had complete armor, even if his strategy had failed. His armor. I'm dead because he's just going to put me in the ground. Why did he not finish me there? He easily could have. I turned that around. Okay. No complaints. None. Zero. I'm happy. Flourishing. Prospering. 8.8. We're not going to rematch him. Again, not a position I'd put myself in. Purposefully. Alright, we're not there yet. But we're nearing that threshold, boys. Almost there. Wii Fit Trainer. Okay. I have a friend who plays Wii Fit who's an absolute disgusting menace with them, so curious to see what Elite Smash Wii Fit Trainer looks like. Bye-bye. Well, they survived, and they're gonna get to sit out there forever and heal. I don't think chasing Wii Fit Trainer off stage is probably gonna be a high priority for me as Ganon, but... Well, I missed that. That was such a miserable way to lose a stock. Getting such a percentage advantage on this Wii Fit. They clearly know the, some of the, frustrating Wii Fit tactics. Come on, land a hit. There we go. I really truly believed my grapple would get him first, but I don't know why, because... Okay. This is crunch time. This is the moment where if we're gonna do something, it's gotta be now. Why did I just stand there with my shield up? I forget that she can put you in the ground that way. Forget that all the time. Great. And we missed the command grab. Yep, it's over. Really almost sniped me with that volleyball. Oh, excuse me? Alright. Oh well.
Firm abs.
If I just hadn't let him get that stupid spike on me in the first stock, I probably would have had that.
Solo battle.
Ugh.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is pretty much always an obnoxious fight, even if I win against a Kirby, so... Yo, why would he do that to himself? I was sitting there charging that forever. This man's only trying to grab me. What's up with that? Alright, I need to stop trying to get the shockwave off, because it's done nothing but get me hurt today. Wow, he armored through that and still swung. Tried it again, even though I told myself I shouldn't. Goodbye. Alright, one more stock. This man loves that hammer. I don't know how he dodged through that, but okay. That's an okay trade by me. Goodbye. Okay, he teched it. Good for him. There we go. Hey, Dab Master. Currently I'm only working on seeing if I can get Ganon into Elite Smash. I am definitely down. I do play with viewers and followers, so at this very moment I'm not gonna run friendlies, but I am definitely down to do it in the future. I have a lot of fun playing Smash Brothers, so not right now, but sometime in the near future I'm definitely down to. Do you have somebody you're practicing a main that you play, or do you kind of just play everybody? I'm not actually sure how this is going to go. This is Why God is the name. That's not... What? What just happened? game. It just didn't let me do anything. It didn't grab the ledge. I wasn't able to do up B. It was just over. So this match is kind of already a wash. Oh my god, the delay on this is... Yeah, that's disgusting, how slow that is. And this person is playing like they're so used to this lag. Jesus. This lag is so bad, I feel like my best chance is to just sit there and shield, because I don't know how I could have... How could anybody live like this? That's what you get. Trying to do that stuff to me off stage, that's just rude. You're gonna come in with that kind of lag and then just try to do that to me? Oh, it did it again! It did it again! It wouldn't grab the stage.
That was great.
You know what, if that's how you get GSP coring, good for you, because... Yikes. Never in a million years would I subject myself to that lag again. When it lags so bad that you can't even grab the ledge or use your recovery move. Cool. Would have loved to have had my turn in there somewhere, but just there was no response. That was an unfortunate string of moves that worked out for him. I swear when I try to do these little combos as Mario, it never works. Stop. It's definitely a one-trick pony Mario, and it's extra unfortunate because I don't have the tools that I need. that one trick works again. It's just that I don't have the tools I need to deal with it. Yuck. Alright.
Solo battle.
Ugh, a me brawler, okay. And they're dressed as Tifa. And it's like... Oh boy. Honestly, one of the big frustrating thing about fighting the Mii fighters is you'd have no idea what moveset they have before you get hit by their moves, basically. Pressed the grab for like the longest time, and it never came out. Please, you gotta be kidding me. Well, that turns things around a little bit. Yeah, that was a good try, but I was ready for it. Wow. Doesn't that make you cool? See, I didn't even know that move could do that, because I don't play as Mii fighters pretty much ever. But now that I know you're going to attempt to gimmick me, if you're at a disadvantage, I can use that information, hopefully. What? That's unbelievable. Before this fight, I wasn't even aware that Mii Brawler could do that with its up B. It's also kind of disgusting it can do that with its up B and then immediately grab stage and be safe. It's not even like Kirby's where it's like it technically becomes a projectile, so... Now that I'm aware that they can do that, I just have to sit in the middle of the stage instead of on like the middle to sides, which I normally try to do. Okay. Of course that grab missed. That was such a good parry. Great. I'm dead. thought that was going to be enough, but... That was dangerously close. Alright, I need to see how much extra credit I can get on this life. I'm dead. Yep, there we go. Alright, 37% should be enough as long as I can keep him from getting that charged giant punch off. I still got stuck in that move. There we go. That was very close. That giant punch was worrying me for a long time. Alright, I think if I can get one more victory, I will end it. For now. Great. Dodge the fucking ledge. That's always a great way to start. And that one wasn't even the game, that was just me putting a... That didn't hit him. Okay. I want extra credit. I need extra credit. There it is. Oh, come on. Wow. There it is. Oof. Alright, they got us to 8.6. That's still growth. We grew by 600,000 today. It wasn't a full mill, but I'll certainly take it. That's progress. But we accomplished a lot today. Got our ganoned to grow in GSP. Caught 3 shinies and let's go. The vulpix we were looking for, a Lapras that I never would have dreamed would happen, and a Pidgey, which add them to the pile. But thank you to everybody who came by and watched and hung out and lurked and hanging out in the chat. I really appreciate it, and be on the lookout for another stream either later tonight or at very latest tomorrow. So